friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm excited because I'm going to be telling you guys all the things that I normally do whenever I log into Palia every single day. These are just like little things that I think that everyone should know how to do at least, or know that it's important to do daily, but how you play Palia is up to you. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to go run back to my garden. If you have a garden, if you have all your garden plots, make sure you are watering them constantly and getting more and more crops, because I promise you, you can never have enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pick everything up. Make sure everything is weedless, everything is fully watered. We're going to put down all of the fertilizer. It doesn't necessarily matter what order you go in, as long as you are getting all of the things done. Go in. Okay, so everything is watered. Now let's make sure everything is fertilized. Fertilizer. You'll know everything has been fertilized when it has those pink leaves on them. That means they have been fertilized. Just make sure that every single thing has been fertilized. Oh, I did miss one water. And then everything that we're going to be doing today is also going to give us new medals. So every week your medals will reset, and where you can find out the medals and the achievements for each week are going to be in your homepage like this. You're going to go to accomplishments, and then it's going to be the first 27 things. These reset every night. I'm sorry, not every night, every week. On Sunday at midnight, or I think it just changed to 11 p.m. Eastern. All right, so now everything's been watered, everything's been fertilized. The next thing that I like to do is run over to my Galder statue and play our favorite game of Gamba, where we decide, are we going to get a flow seed today or no flow seed? And it's a flow day. So as you can see, we got a flow acorn. There is a chance that you could get a flow seed of any seed that you get, or there's a chance you could just get a normal seed, which I think any of them are great. So after I check that, I'm gonna bring this one over here next to this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and water both of these. Okay, so we got both of those watered. The next thing I'm gonna do is, and I messed up and I picked up my Kitsu statue and it took my little item away. But if you have your ancient rock garden, go ahead and collect your little baggie. You'll be able to get one baggie, I believe a day. It might be a little bit less than a day from your statue, so make sure to grab that. Then we're gonna go to my next statue, which is going to be the Pixie Grove. This one will also give you a baggie, so let's go ahead and loot that. 10 Elderwood Smoke Bomb. I'll take it. The next thing we're going to do is go over to my Phoenix. This is the young silverwing nest, and we're going to collect our egg. And honestly, I just normally eat my eggs. They're 250 free focus, which is, you know, amazing. All right, after that, I'm going to run over here and I'm going to make sure that anything that I want to continuously build on or build up my materials is going. So I'm going to go ahead and craft. I know I had lots of pallium. This one, I'm going to put some silver. This one, we're going to put copper. That way, those can just build up while I'm away doing other things in Palia. That way, you just leave it and come back. The silver is going to take at least like a good 30 minutes. This pallium is going to take a while to go through that. I have lots of stone, so we're going to turn that into glass. Same thing over here. If I had anything to put in here, I would, but honestly, I don't think I have much, so I'm going to leave those alone. Same thing over here. If you have a lot of wood, I'm going to go ahead and put 100 of those in there. And then I'm going to put 100 of these in there. Okay. So now everything in here that I want to be going is going, so I can just go and do all the Palia things and not have to worry about it. All right, so that's about everything I do on my plot. Sometimes I'll go through and water my flow trees depending on how big I want them to be, but I'm not going to go ahead and water this right now. I might save that for later. So let's go ahead and go out into the world. There's a couple things you should be doing, especially in Kilima every day. Okay, so we came into Kilima. And the first thing I'm going to do is we are going to run to Zeki's store. So if you don't know, every 24 hours, you can get a Zeki's Lucky coin from his store. All you have to do is just buy one item. And for being a loyal customer to Zeki, he is going to reward you with a coin. So we are going to go buy, I buy the same thing every single day. So I'm going to buy a blue smoke bomb, or a standard smoke bomb, because I use those the most. As you can see, I always have a lot on me, so I always have like at least 1,000. So I just buy one of those. The cheapest thing that's in the store is probably a mountain morel, maybe flower. So if you guys are looking, or if you know you need something specific, buy that. But just make sure every single day, every 24-hour rotation, buy something from this machine, from this register. And I'll show you where the coin comes in once it comes in the morning. All right, so now you've gotten your coin. Hi, Zeki. You've gotten your coin. You've gotten all of your stuff done at your house. So now what I want you to do is you're going to come, if you pull up your map, you're going to come to the left side of the map over here. So you see over here, Leafhopper Hills, Mirror Fields, Gillyfin Cove, all of this down here, all on the left side of the map. You are going to look for what is called a daily loot pile. And the daily loot pile is honestly another gamba, another mystery. You never know what you're going to get. There is a possibility that you could get recipes. There's a possibility you could get dragon's beard. There's a possibility that you could get corn, tomato, but always check it, because you never know if you're gonna get a bop or a flop, as we call it in my streams. I've kind of learned the locations, so normally I'll run down here. There's a big chance that it could spawn right here next to this tree, and this is where I always miss it. So it's like the first place I look. And then we're gonna make a little run down this way. And go ahead and collect anything that you see while you're running around, just to get your foraging skill up, because the foraging metals are the best. So I'm looking, and you'll be able to spot it because it looks like a pile of sticks that are glowing. I think it might be easiest to find it at night too, because it definitely glows. So we're looking, we're looking. Let's go down this way near the farm. Oh, and I see it off in the distance. Do you guys see that right there? That glowing pile of sticks? That is our daily loot pile. So this loot pile only spawns in once a day as well. So once you pick it, that's it. You will not get another one until the very next day. So we're going to loot this. We got 10 glowworm. Honestly, to me, that's a bop. 10 glowworm, in my opinion, is a big bop. Glowworms are always beneficial, always have a use. So that is a bop to me. And then what I'm going to do is, I just realized I passed it. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to find the closest fast travel point. And if you guys don't know, there are fast travels all over Kilima. I'm going to go to this one, and we're going to go straight to Bahari Bay. Okay, so once we're in Bahari Bay, I fast traveled here. The next loot pile is going to be in Bahari Bay, and it can only be found on the shores. So I'm going to go ahead and fast travel to Coral Shores. All right, so now we're on Coral Shores. I always fast travel here. This one is going to be a kind of like a pile of sticks with like a flag on the end of it. It's pretty tall. It will also be glowing. You'll definitely be able to know that it's not supposed to be there. So now we're on the shore. So it could be any part of the shore right here on the right-hand side of your map. So all the way up and down. So you might have to run top to bottom. I will leave my Discord in the About Me section down below in the video description. If you guys hate looking for your daily loot piles, we do post them every single day in my Discord, so that way you don't have to go looking for them. I was lucky enough to find it really, really fast. So here's my daily loot pile. Let's see what we get. We got 1 corn. I tend to get a lot of corn, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and eat that. There is also a possibility that you could get recipes from the daily loot piles in Bahari Bay as well. In the Bahari Bay specifically, there are recipes called Flotsam, and those are the best. Those are the best. So Flotsam recipes can only be found in the daily loot piles. So sometimes it does take a while to gain your collection, and unfortunately it is just RNG, so you just kind of have to get lucky with it. Okay, so we collected our daily loot pile in Bahari Bay. We collected our daily loot pile in Kilima. So now, depending on where you are, you could fast travel. I know my way around Bahari Bay pretty well. So I'm going to keep going west until I hit the Elderwood. So a lot of people don't know this too, but there are also 2 daily loot piles in the Elderwood. The Elderwood loot pile is very specific because you only are going to get artifacts from those 2 loot piles. So there are 2 of them, but there is only a possibility that you will get artifacts. You will not get recipes, you won't get any resources, but it's still good because you can trade them, you can build them up. You do need these artifacts though to do some stuff and some quests that are going to happen later on in the main storyline. I won't give any spoilers away, but you will need those eventually, and you will need quite a bit of them. So hold on to them. If you were already done with that part, I don't think that there's anything else you can do with them except for saving them to trade with new players. So don't throw them away, just keep them. They don't take up space in your inventory, which is really great. All right, we have made it to Elderwood. We're going to go ahead and go inside, and we are going to look for these 2 loot piles. All right, so we've made it to Elderwood. I am lucky enough to where I have the relic that tells me where they are. Oh gosh, did I bring it with me today? I just realized. I think I have it on me. If you don't, like I said, there are places where you can find them every day if you don't want to look for them. But the ones in the Elderwood, you're going to have a hoe. And I think you have to have a pretty decent size leveled hoe. I don't know if it's exquisite or if it's iron. But in order to do these loot piles, you do have to have one or the other. Hi, Tamala. I'm gonna make sure I have my relic on that shows me where they are. Let me make sure. Okay, I think because I have this on, it should work for me. Let's go run around. We might have to look for this naturally, which is okay. Let me show you guys kind of where I look for these. So I'm gonna go straight south. Sometimes I can get lucky and find them right at the front right here, especially if you make a left outside this cave. Oh, okay, I do have the relic on, which is awesome. So I can see that there's one over here. And this is what the loot pile will look like. So it kind of looks like, honestly, a pile of dirt, to be honest. Just gonna hold this up. All right, so we got Umbran dress. I think I already have that one. That's okay. Like I said, we'll hold on to it. We'll keep it for new players. Let's keep running around. Sometimes I'll find them in Deepwood. Sometimes I'll find them at Matana Grove. Sometimes you'll find them at Mobus Way. Let's go take a peek. Sometimes you'll find them over here. Oh, and it is over here. So this one is going to be at Janase Pass. Unfortunately, Elderwood is so big that it can be really hard to find them sometimes. And always pick up any essence that you find because you always need more essence. All right, so here's number 2. All right, we got that one. Ancient drum toy. I think I also have that one, but let's go look and see if any of these are new for me. So now that we've collected our loot piles, I'm going to go back and see if any of them are still new to me. You'll know if they're new if you cannot put them into your bundles. All right, so we made it back to Central Stables. I'm going to go ahead and go over to my bundles and see if any of the ones I collected are new ones for me. Okay, so I'm missing Ancient Machine. I did not get that one. Over here, I did not get either of those. Okay, I did get a new one. Yay, so contribute. So now I'm just missing dress number 3. So that's great. I did get one new one. Let's see. I think that's it for over here. And then did I get a new one for here? Or number 2. Oh, I do have the banner. I don't think I got that one today. Creature, I do not have. Mermaid, no. Okay, so that's all the ones I have for that one. So the toy that I got must be for over here. Statue. Okay, yes, I did already have that one. Okay, so I'm just going to hold on to those. I'm going to go ahead and eat my candy. So once I've gotten all my loot piles, I went to Kilima, I got my lucky coin, I've got all those things. I'm going to head back home. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take care of my animals for the day. All right, so drop off all of your stuff that you collected if you have anything. Make sure your focus is full. I will say really quick before I go take care of my animals, a lot of people I don't personally do this, but a lot of people do this. You see how you have your repair tools? A lot of people like to have repair kits on them. So if you have room in your inventory, having repair kits on you and a meal to constantly eat is very beneficial. Also, it's really nice now that we have this inventory for your tools. So making sure your tools are filled up. I just realized, wait, I can make some more arrows. So make sure that your tools are filled. Make sure they're not broken. I'm gonna go ahead and make some more fine arrows while I'm thinking about it. I'll probably make 10. I think that makes 100. Makes 200. Okay, great. So I have 200 arrows now. Lots of bug bombs, all the things. All right, so now we're gonna go take care of my animals. Where did I put my thing? I believe it's over here. Yeah, I just moved this. Okay, so I'm not gonna explain what I'm doing here because I did just have a recent video on how to take care of your animals, how to level them up fast, how to get really pretty ones. So I'm just gonna speed run through this and fast forward a little bit. So if you are curious on how I get all these animals, how to take care of them, all that, I'll link the video down below, my ranching video, if you wanna watch that. Okay, so I finished taking care of my animals at the perfect time because if you guys do not know, the shipping bin is going to collect your stuff every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. in the game. So if you're trying to sell stuff, if you're trying to make money, this is the time to sell. So I have 2 minutes to figure out what I want. I'm going to go ahead and keep all of that. I'm going to get rid of these mushrooms, the briars, the crystal lake lotus, the elderwood orchids. I'm going to get rid of those. I'm gonna go and get rid of the honey. I put the eggs and the milk inside of my glowworm machines, which I'll talk about in a second. And I think I also have some weeds to sell. Yeah, I have quite a bit of weeds. All right, any bugs? Any crops? Kind of been trying to get my crops back up. Any fish? Trying to keep a lot of fish. Is that an epic? That's a rare. Okay, we'll keep that. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So it's going to collect it at 6 a.m. Also, what happens at 6 a.m. is that you are going to get mail. So if you did any quest of this time during the day, you will have your quest come through in the mail. You might have villagers either send you letters or they might send you stuff in the mail. They might send you like items. Your lucky zeki coin will also come in the mail. I will say, if you like to keep your lucky zeki coins, I don't think they count towards your limit in your storage, but let me see. So I have 76. Let's see. Okay, they do count. Okay, I like to hoard mine and use them all at the same time, so it's up to you if you want to save the space for them. If you don't, I'm going to show you where you can spend these. So these are the lucky coins that you get from buying from Zeki's register every day. So I'm going to show you guys where you can spend your lucky coins as soon as mine comes in the mail. And if you didn't know, every day in the game is going to be 1 hour in real life. So from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. it is 1 full hour. I believe every day on the 15th of the minute. So for example, if it's 1:15 for you, that is 6 a.m. And so every hour in the game is 1 full day, or every hour in real life is 1 in-game day. All right, so our mail just got delivered. Our shipping bin sales have been delivered. Here is our lucky zeki coin machine. So he says, "Dear Chi, here's a little something as thanks for your continued patronage, pal. Come spend it all in one place, a mine." So we're going to claim. Now it's in our inventory, and let's go ahead and go spend it. If you want to, this is something you can do. You definitely don't have to. So we are going to run back into Kilima. We're going to go into the underground. Now, if you don't have the underground unlocked yet, you won't be able to get to this part, but keep progressing with Zeki, keep going through the main story, and eventually he will give you access to the underground. Actually, I just realized that there's a lucky ball machine on the top, so you don't need to go to the underground, but there is one under there. So we got our lucky ball. I like to stand out here. When we open it, maybe we'll get lucky. So there's a possibility you can get resources, gold, a plushie, decor. We got, I think one of the worst things you can get out of the ball. We got 48 worms. So not super exciting or anything, but like I said, if you have 20, 30, 50 lucky coin machine or lucky coins and you get 50 balls out of it, there's a really big chance that you could get plushies and decor and all that. So it's up to you how you want to spend it. All right, so now you've gotten to this point, you're thinking, okay, Chi, I did my lucky piles, I did my lucky coin, I got my daily loot piles, I've taken care of my animals, I've taken care of my garden, I've gotten all my statue stuff. What do I do now? That's the beauty of Palia. Do whatever you want now. Go out, plushie hunt, go out and do your quest, go do a temple, go fishing, hunting, go decorating, build something marvelous, go talk to your favorite NPC. Whatever you want to do now, it's up to you. Palia is that game where you can go out, explore, enjoy yourself, have fun with the game. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help me grow the channel. As always, if you guys want to, down below are my socials. I do stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And if you guys ever want to receive a mystery outfit gift, so if you've never heard of this, this is pretty great. Mystery outfit gift is a complete surprise outfit that you do not own. So you can send it to anybody on your friends list and it will gift them any outfit they don't already own. So as you can see, I own the Soothsayer, Pretty Protector, Femme Fatale. I own a lot. But there are also a lot of outfits I do not own. So if someone were to gift me an outfit, there's a really big chance that I could get something great because honestly, a lot of the outfits are fantastic. So if you guys are ever interested in winning a gift, I do host 1 to 2 mystery outfit giveaways every single stream. So there's a possibility. These are everybody on my friends list. So let's say I wanted to send it to Teresa as one of my mods. I would just type in, hey, here's a mystery outfit gift for you. Go ahead and purchase for 795 coins, and it's going to give her a completely new outfit that she does not own, which I think is pretty cool. So if you guys ever want to come hang out with me, plushie hunt, do all the things, please come say hello. I would love to meet you, and happy paling!